Is the Maserati Levante the best 4x4 money can buy? Let's find out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the CF10 YouTube channel, and today we are spending some time with this Italian masterclass, which is the Maserati Levante. So if we start at the front, we've got this huge Maserati grille, typical traditional style, with the 3 Trident logo on the front. If we take a closer look, this one, we've got these big open vents here. Well, they're not closed at the moment, but they will open up to cool the car down, improves aerodynamics and all that kind of stuff, make sure you're driving efficiently. This one in particular has the black sports packs, which also has the big upgraded 21-inch wheels. So come around here, Ritz, have a look at these. These are the ones. Look at them. Yeah, following on from that, on the subject of the wheels, although they're 21 inches and they're low profile and they're expensive tyres, the ride quality is actually superb, and that is down to the air suspension. The air suspension actually allows the car to rise up and down. When you put it in sport mode, it lowers down once. You put it in sport mode plus, it lowers down again. And it's also got off-road modes, which you ain't going to be doing with those wheels anyway. You're going to have to go with the off-road pack, which gives you some more like comfort styling rather than this sporty aggressive look. So if we keep going around, this particular model has comfort entry. So all you got to do is put your finger on it, open the door. That's it. Same thing if you're leaving, press the button, it locks, the mirrors go away. Nice and easy. Love that extra. Just like a must. You come around to the back. Now, there's no mistaking that this is a Maserati now. With those quad exhausts, it looks absolutely stunning. Our standard equipment, of course, includes these amazing LED lights, automatic wipers, refrigerated glove box and center console. That is, come on, who was giving you that as standard apart from when you go all the way up to the Range Rover Autobiography? Speaking of Range Rover, actually, the competition this car has, Range Rover Sport, Range Rover Velar, when that comes out, that's going to be a direct competitor. We've got Porsche Cayenne, and that's without even mentioning the 3 main German manufacturers like Mercedes, BMW, Audi. We've got the Jaguar F-Pace, the Evoque. There's so many cars in its class at the moment, and well, I'm not going to get into any judgments yet, you'll have to wait to the end, but that's pretty much it for the outside, really. You know, the outside styling on this, they just hit the nail on the head. The one main thing I do want to say though, is although it's a 4x4, don't forget that it is manufactured by an Italian sports car company. It's got perfect 50-50 weight distribution. It's got the lowest centre of gravity in its class, and when you do hit the sports button, it moves really quickly. Right then, so we are inside the Levante, and I've got to say, one of the most stunning interiors that I've seen in a car like this. We've got fine leather, Italian leather of course. We've got obviously the Maserati logo in the headrests. We've got the red stitching all the way around. Everything's leather, dashboard's leather, steering wheel's leather, all the trim's leather, the seats are leather. And it feels nice. It's, you know, obviously it's got that new car smell, but it doesn't feel like that cheap rubbish that you get in a lot of other manufacturers. We're not moving at the moment, but even with the moving shots, you'll see that there's barely any noise in here, and that's because the windows are actually double glazed. So I'll show you some pictures of that in a sec. Other than that, the actual menu for this car is insane. It's got everything. If we just put it back to main menu, press Maserati logo, and you get this menu. So we've got app manager, so yeah, you download the app to your phone, gain another load of features. Climate control is pretty standard. That's how you control your the heating, or you can just use these buttons here, standard stuff. Heating controls, we've got driver's heated seats. You can get ventilated seats as well, but this one doesn't have it. You can lock the glove box, which I really like. Media standard, it's got Bluetooth audio streaming. USBs everywhere, memory card reader. I haven't seen a CD player, but then when was the last time any of us bought a CD? Navigation, phone, we can control the passenger seat, radio, turn the screen off, and settings. Car settings are pretty standard. There's nothing really outlandish about this. It's not like we got a huge ambient lighting package like the likes of Mercedes and BMW and Audi. We got the typical Maserati clock tradition. So if we look down at the gear lever, we've got traction control here. I am going to leave that on at all costs. Manual, ice. Let's see what this does. Increased control and efficiency. So I think that's just that is their eco mode. We ain't going to be using that. The real magic starts when you hit the sport button, but I'll save that for later. And off-road mode, that just literally lifts the car up. The airmatic suspension really comes into its own when you start using that. In here, we've got your cup holder. Nothing major. Here's the sensor control for the media screen, so you can move this around, change your songs, volume, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you are looking to just get in and out of the car with a little bit more ease, because it is quite a tall car, especially with the big wheels, we've just got the suspension control here. So we move this down, and the car will go lower. We move it up, and it will obviously raise back up. And that will not affect the driving mode that you're in. So when, you know, if you're in sport, then it's going to lower the car anyway. But if you are just trying to get in and out, then you can just leave it as is. We open up this console in here. We've got this really deep refrigerated section. It's not on at the moment, but if we turn it on, it's actually super quick at cooling down. Like literally, I can feel it cooling down already. Standard stuff. This is actually a really high-powered, high-voltage power port here. Close that up. One thing which I will show you in a second is actually I have to get out of this one. They've got buttons behind the steering wheel to control the volume and the songs. So if I come around here, you can see these little buttons here. That controls the volume, so I can turn the music all the way up. Speaking of music, the sound system is obviously amazing, but they do offer upgraded sound systems. And on the other side, we've got ones which control the songs. So if I press down, it will change the song backwards. Up will change the car forwards. You can see in there. There's a button as well, and it will change the driving mode, or the media mode. Yeah, so we're back on Bluetooth. Right, so yeah, one nice feature that this car has is the 360 camera. So if I put this in reverse, you can have a look by there. We've got full 360 view. We can have 360 here, and there's just the guidance lines. So we press this one, you get a really wide angle reverse camera. Likewise on the front, or we can have narrow on the front as well, back to normal, I guess. There you go. Love that. Put it back in park, leave it like that. Also, when you do put it in reverse, actually, the mirrors fold down just to give you a little bit clearer view of the curbs. So make sure you don't curb these big wheels, because they're going to be very expensive to refurb. Yeah, we got auto dimming mirrors, turn it on and off, it's always on as standard. Right then, so let's have a quick look in the back. I think it's kind of messy, but let's check it out anyway. We've got lots of equipment today. Let's have a look. Actually, while we're here, let me show you this double glazed in privacy glass. You can see how thick that is, and that's why it's so quiet. It's a good ½ centimeter of glass. Amazing. And you can see how tinted that is. Perfect. All right then. So, for those who don't know, I'm 5'10" and a half, wearing Timbs. But yeah, so I'm not the most perfect person to show you leg room, but I'd say I'm an average sized human. But let's check it out. So I've got plenty of room. I can sit back here for hours. The seats are extremely comfortable, super comfy. We've got speakers back here as well. We've got obviously the air conditioning comes through the back, charging USB ports, and another power port just in case you want to charge up your iPad or something, I don't know, whatever it may be. Tucked away nicely. Got a huge panoramic roof, which obviously in this car is a must. I've got to say, guys, honestly, if you're going to be buying these cars, you have to be buying a panoramic roof, because it just lightens up the cabin. If the car didn't have this tinted windows, it would just make the car really, really dark, especially with the dark leather interior. They do offer it lighter interiors, but the panoramic roof just makes such a big difference. Right, so we're at the back of the car. Let's have a look. We lift this up, hang this up here. There you go. So this is just the normal toolkit. They give you some other extras as well. Lift this up, have a look in there. That's just your tyre inflators, your jacks, your towing hooks. Hopefully you'll never have to use that, but just to show you, they don't give you a spare wheel unless you pay for it. That's the boot cupboard. We got normal stuff. We got the power socket right here, in case you need to charge any stuff up. Your elastic bands just to keep all your luggage secure. And then obviously it's electric. You don't have to waste energy pulling up here and stuff. Just a button by here. Press that and it will go in. Or alternatively, you just do a double tap on the key and it will lock up. But other than that, if you're buying new, I will say, especially if you're looking for a business car, cheaper than the BMW X5 on a finance contract hire kind of deal. In terms of list price, obviously no, this is more expensive, there's no denying that. But I will say, value for money is up there, really, really high. And you know, we've driven a lot of cars, and I can't say, you know, if I had a lot of money, which hoping, you know, fingers crossed, lottery numbers are coming soon. I think this is actually where I might spend it. Obviously, we've got to take away, you can't even include the Bentley Bentayga because that's like 250 grand, 6 litre W12. You can't compare these cars. But when you're talking about 3 litre diesel engines, the Porsche, the Merc, BMWs, Audis, the Range Rovers, this takes the money for sure. Let's press the sport button and see what happens to these exhaust valves. Right then, so you're joining us inside. We're actually taking a drive now, and we're going over some bumps. And like I was saying earlier about these big 21-inch wheels and the low-profile tires, it is considerably smooth. Obviously, the camera works depending on how steady Rich's hand is. Might take a battering, but you're gonna have to just take our word for it. It is very, very smooth. Other than that, like I said, sound system is crazy. Obviously not going to turn it up. We don't want no copyright infringements on our channel, damn it. A couple of things I forgot to mention is, it's probably as expected. It's got fully electrically adjustable seats, so you can move them up and down and backwards, and you know, this is on a closed road, guys. Yeah, move them up and down. Super comfy. They're like the perfect size as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, how does it feel for you?
It feels actually really good, mate.
Yeah,
yeah, really comfortable. Not too custom built like that. You know, the Ferrari.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
yeah, when comparing it to that,
yeah,
this feels like a boat.
Yeah,
really.
correct.
Handling wise, you know, we're not going too quick right now, so it's kind of hard to describe. But there's a roundabout coming up by here. Let's see how we go around it. And we got it in sport mode as well, so the suspension is actually lowered right now. We could make it more comfortable, but as it is right now, there's really no need. You could drive around like this all day. Just the noise from that V6. It sounds very grumbly.
It does.
It's very nice. Efficiency. This car will easily do 35, 40 around town. When you get on the motorway, it's, you know, 45 to 50. Like realistically, you know, forget the figures that you'll see in the on the brochures and stuff like that, because it doesn't count. We all know that now. We see you, Volkswagen. We're about to hit the lanes. This is where it really gets interesting, I'm sure.
Oh dear.
Let's see how the suspension holds up, how responsive the engine is. We'll be back. It's mad. Like, it's really, really odd to drive a car as big as this that handles so well. And that is testament to Maserati and putting the sports car brain inside this, or the soul of a sports car inside something which is absolutely massive. Like the 50-50 weight distribution, you can really feel it. It's got an electric diff which you feel really pulling. Like, we're doing a number right now, going through some lanes, and it's just so smooth. Like, we're just flying around these corners, and you can feel the engine. Well, not even the engine. The computer's working to keep the grip on the tires. Like when you go around these corners, it just feels like a sports car. It feels sportier than my sports car. Wow.
And just to say, like, you know, James drives a Merc as well, so you know.
Yeah. Whole time the Merc gang.
Oh yeah.
And I'm massively biased to Mercedes as well.
Can I ask you a question?
Yo, we're about to go over a really exciting bit. Hold on.
Okay. Whoa!
Go on, hit me.
Yeah, basically the question was, being a Mercedes fanboy, if you had to choose one of these and like a Mercedes version of this, what would you choose?
Put me in a predicament, man. Well, I got to keep to my word, man. I actually do think this is the most refined 4x4 on the market. There's nothing more to be said. Mercedes do extremely well with the GLE and the GLE Coupe, but this just feels different. I think it's the Italian feel. Like they just got a different way of building cars and manufacturing cars.
So James, how fast is this thing, man?
0 to 60 is like 5.8 seconds, which is mad. Like I said, it's something this size should not be moving that quickly. There's a petrol version coming to the UK very soon as well. The Americans have already got it, and I'm sure the Italians will have it, of course. That'll be very, very interesting to see. I think the noise is going to be nuts, but like a true petrol grunt rather than like this manufactured diesel one, which still sounds amazing, don't get me wrong. And I've just gone to KFC instead of McDonald's, sorry bro. Alright, so that's our roundup of the Maserati Levante review. Really love this car, can't fault it. Massive thank you to the guys at Maserati again, giving us the car for the weekend. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, check out the Ferrari, check out the E-Class, check out the Champions League, check out the food. We got a channel full of all sorts of stuff and you'll love it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will catch you next week.